Hi there, I'm back doing part two of the body restore with our prickle balls. We got cut off by YouTube for being copyrighted. No idea why. Maybe I just used some language that wasn't great. I don't know. Anyway, so this is part two. Hopefully, it will continue. So just following on from where we were doing some hip openers, some hamstring releases, inner outer thigh releases. So we're still on the mat, and it is, as I said, if you can't use these prickle balls, then just use tennis balls or some other softer, squeezy balls rather than the hard ones. Or indeed, you can do the exercises without any props at all. So well, that's what you need today, and and again, we have the delight of Nanook with us. So if she does get up, then please say hi to her. Then she comes up. So we were on our backs, and we had just done our hip openers, inner outer thighs and hamstrings, as I said. So we're laying down, and I want you to just bring those balls underneath your buttocks again, either side of the sacrum. And again, reposition them and wiggle them around your hips side to side. And throughout this set of exercises, please continue moving your balls, your brick balls or your tennis balls, whatever you've got. Keep moving them so that you reach different parts and give yourself a wee massage. Find those trigger points within your lower body here. So bring your feet and knees together and take your arms wide. And then pull your belly in, contract in through the navel. And as you breathe out, just roll to the side. And go as far as you feel comfortable the first time. Take an in-breath, pull your belly in, squeeze your thighs together and come up. And repeat the other way. So we're just going from side to side. And as I said, just ensure that you keep moving the balls, finding the different points within your buttocks that are a little bit tender, a little bit sore, perhaps where you've been working out at home or gardening or housework, whatever. And each time you do this, you might get that a little bit further, but obviously listen to your body and allow yourself to go to your end of range motion. And because we're coming out onto the side, I like to bring the balls out quite wide to give my side of the hips a little massage as well. You do that a few more times. It's quite nice to come down a bit lower as well, and you'll get into your performance there. Little small muscles that's quite hard to get to. So we're going to go into a little flow now. And because we're going to coming onto our side, again, take those balls out. So half of it is underneath your buttock, half is out. And that will allow us to really get into these side muscles. Arms are wide. Contract your belly in, tuck your coccyx under, squeeze the knees together, and just roll to the side. But the opposite arm comes around and under. And you come onto your side, and we rotate that shoulder joint just by circling the arm round, keeping the knees where they are. Just turn your head the opposite way. And if your shoulder doesn't reach the floor, don't worry, just go to your end of point range of motion. Just relax for a minute there. Extend that top leg. And feel that release all down the side of the body. Bring the knees together. Squeeze your knees together, pull the belly in, come up. And let's repeat that. Other side. Again, the arm swings round and down. Come onto your side. up and over, spin that top leg, and come back up. Keep moving the balls. And this time, instead of just extending the leg, you're going to do a pendulum motion with it. So just swinging it forward and back. And you'll feel that quite lovely stretch through the hip flexor here. Looking the opposite way to the leg. And bring your knees together and squeeze up. And repeat the other side. My glasses are steaming up, but take them off. Again, remember, if it's really painful to do something, your body's telling you something. Don't do it. Just pull back. Go to a previous form of this twist where you're not extending the leg if that's hurting. Always take the time to listen to your body. What we're trying to do is release through the connective tissue, bring some fluid in between it. Allow your body to move. We're compressing into the buttock area. Giving ourselves a wee massage. And feel where is it tight within your body? For me, it's down the front of the hip, so feeling like I'm needing a little more stretch there. Just leaving it there for a little extra. And release. So taking the balls away. Just roll onto your side. We're going to do some shoulder releasing here. So you just need one of the balls now, and it's going to come underneath your armpit. This is really to release through the shoulder joint. So placing it underneath your armpit as you come down. Both legs are bent. And hand in front. Just roll over. And feel that compression into that shoulder joint. Giving a little bit of release. And coming back onto your side. Now, either keeping the ball there or taking it out. For me, I need to take it out. I've got a little injury within my rotator cuff. So I'm listening to my body, understanding what's working for me. So here, you want your knees bent, hips stacked one on top of another, your shoulders stacked one on top of another, so you're not rolling either way. So bring yourself back to that center point and pull in through the navel. So you've got a nice core strength. Contract the toes towards your shins. So your both legs are active now. And squeeze your feet together. And from here, keeping yourself stable and centered, just will lift that knee up. Inner thigh and outer thigh are working here. And it's not a big motion. You don't want to tip backwards. Again, you want to make sure you're staying centered. You're developing those muscles within your hips to keep your hips joint stable. One more to do. We're also working into these obliques. So again, keeping the torso connected into the back of the spine. Squeeze your knees together, but keep your feet contracted and then lift that heel up. Slightly different version, and you'll feel this right at the base of your buttock where you're working that minimus muscle. And obviously, the abductor, the outer leg here. Okay, and now we lift the whole of the top leg. And the aim here is to bring it parallel to the floor. So not tipping your knee outwards, not poking your foot upwards. Keep the heel pushed out to the side, pushing away from you, and the knee facing forward. So again, it's not a big motion. And then lowering it down, trying to get the knee and the foot lowered at the same time. So if you feel that your foot touches first before your knee or vice versa, then it's about you being body aware and focusing on trying to lower them both at the same time. It's not easy. So again, it takes a little bit of practice, but persevere and try and sort of make those little tweaks every time that you lower it down, controlling that movement, strengthening that hip, outer thigh. Fabulous. Awesome. So here we're going to bring two of the balls into it. So what I'm wanting is to try and target that icy band. So one starts at the top of the thigh and the other is at the base on the side. So lifting yourself up on your elbow, place one ball there and the other ball on the side there. The other foot is on the floor, so you're protecting yourself and you're levering yourself up on your elbow and just roll up and down on it. It can be quite sore, so if it's manic and it's too sore, take it away. And I'll give you another stretch in a minute to do for that. This is kind of easing into that icy band. One more. Good luck. Take that away. So the other stretch to do for that, laying on your back, nice easy one, is placing the same leg I've been working on, placing the ankle over the knee, and then drawing that bottom leg in towards your body whilst pushing, not physically, but trying to push that knee out to the side. And hooking your hand underneath. And now you'll feel that beautiful release down through the buttock, up that IT band. Okay, releasing that down. So before we go on to the other side, pulling my boots up, I'm going to do a little bit of work at the front of the body to release into the front of the shoulder and the chest. So again, you only need one ball. And when we're going to lay down on our front, you want to find that dip just above the chest. That's the pectoral muscles. And we're going to put the ball into that and then do some arm movements whilst we're laying down. So it's a little bit easier to show you when I'm sitting up because you can't really see the ball once I'm lying down. But that's the area, that little hollow dip just above the chest. And that's where you want to place that ball. So laying on your front. And I start on this side because this is the side I've been working on. I'm sorry, this side because otherwise you won't be able to see anything. So placing it in that dip with your palm facing up. The other hand just supporting your head. And give yourself a moment just to find that right spot for yourself. Legs are relaxed. So from here, I want you to just lift that arm up with your palm facing up to the point that you can't lift up anymore. And you'll feel that compression into that pectoral muscle. Fabulous. Once more. Great job. And then rotate the hand and take it out to the side. And again, lift and lower about 5 times.
then it's coming above your head to a position that you feel comfortable in. Now, for some, I know they don't have that range of motion coming above their head, but just take it to a level that feels comfortable for you. And then lift the nose. And this is, you won't get much of a movement here because your arm doesn't tend to want to go far here. And then you're going to do a snow angel. So all you need to do is rotate the arm round and down. Rotation through the wrist as you take the palm facing upwards as it comes down beside your body. So we've not only got rotation in our shoulder joint, but our elbow and our wrist as well. So again, as it comes up by your side, turn the palm facing down and reach up above your head. Get about 5 of those. It's my second one. Fabulous. And then from here, take your arms behind your back, just onto that lower back, and then ease that shoulder forward, and you'll feel that real pressure into that pressure point in actual fact. So just let it ease there, let the weight of your shoulder compress into that area. Awesome. And ready. So we're going to do those the other side. So we started off on our side. So again, let's reverse it. And this side might feel different to the other side. Obviously, you'll find out how it feels for you. Again, into the armpit, knees bent, hands in the middle, front of you, and just roll over. And then either again, making that choice to keep the ball underneath your armpit or taking it out. That's your choice. Placing your head comfortably on your arm or bring your arm underneath your head, whatever feels comfortable for you. We have our knees bent, our hips are stacked, one on top of another, our shoulders are stacked, our belly's pulled in, toes are flexed, we pull them in towards our shin, and we squeeze our feet together as we lift our knee up and down. We do that 8 times. Again, not rocking backwards or forwards. We want to keep that stacking of the hips and shoulders, that real stability within our core here. And our muscles are pulled in to strengthen our back as well, while we work on strengthening through the hip joint. Once you've done 8, we do the same. We pin our knees together and then lift that heel up and down 8 times. Seeing where you're feeling it. If you put your hand on your obliques, you will feel they are gently working. Then we lift the whole top leg. Remember that it's not pointing the knee up on the toe, keeping that toe and knee facing forward and releasing it back down. Trying to ensure that the knee and the foot touch down at the same point. And because you will feel it's working on this side, the side that you're working with, also you will feel the tension on the underside because you are working both sides at the same time. Our idea within the body release is to work our core 360 degrees so that we can have that nice support for our back. And that's it. So we then use both of the balls, lost one, and we placed it underneath. We came up on our elbow. This is your IC band coming up on your elbow, one at the top, one at the base, supporting yourself on your foot with the other one, and then rolling up and down on it. Again, if you don't like it doing this because it can be a little bit painful, then you choose to do the other version, which I'll do again in a minute, that 4 square pose to release down that IT band because we were working with that just now. So it's lying on your back, bringing ankle to the knee, pushing that knee out to the side and bringing the bottom leg in, and then holding it there. Feeling that release right from inside there all the way up. So once you've done that, then we're coming on to that chest area and the release within the shoulders, elbow and the wrist. So remember it comes into that hollow point. So I'm going to do this side now. So lying on your belly, facing in that right position, and laying that arm flat back down. Again, supporting your head in a way that feels comfortable for you. Your head can be forwards or on the side, again, your choice. And then lifting up and down. Now, some people I know when I taught this, they really can't get their arm very high. It's not a competition. It is just your own range of motion. What is available to you today. I'm working at compressing into that pectoral muscle, but also the start of that rotator cuff of the anterior one. Reaching the hand round, turning the palm facing down, shoulder height, and lift and lower. And then above you, still palm facing down, that lifting and lowering, remembering that you don't get such a big range of motion here. And it's okay to bend the elbow, whatever is available to you. And then we do that whole snow angel, the rotation through the wrist as the palm comes upwards and you bring it down by your side. And repeat the other way. And relaxing. Also. So from here, we're going to finish off with a whole back of the body release and using both of the balls now. So just come onto your side and roll over. Bring your knees up into the air. So the balls will come into the middle of the head. Now, not at ear level, sort of the hairline, not in the nape of the neck, just in the middle of the head. And just place the balls gently behind your head, and your chin will be jutting down. So take a moment just to gently tilt your nose up to the ceiling, and then nod your head up and down 2 to 3 times, side to side. Again, 2 to 3 times, circling, nice and gently, both ways. And a figure of 8. Both ways. And this stimulates into the lymph nodes that are in our head to help drain away the waste fluid. Once you've done that, then bring the balls now to that hairline, a little knobbly bit of bone at the back of your head. Place the balls either side of that. So it's, again, not down, not in the nape of the neck yet. We haven't got there. So that hairline, and do the same thing. So tilt your nose up to the ceiling and down. Just that gentle movement within the neck, up and down, side to side. Circling both ways. and that figure of 8. Both ways. And now we come into the nape of the neck. So in that hollow of the neck at the back, place the balls there. And now your chin will be jutted up to the ceiling. And what we're trying to do is counteract that text neck where everybody's always looking downwards. Take your time, just allowing your chin to face upwards. And then all you need to do is turn your head very slowly and gently down to the side. And you'll get to the end range of your motion. Your head won't go any further. So allow it to slowly rotate round to the side and pause once you've got to your end point. And then place the back of your hand on the side of your head. Not pushing, just adding the weight of your hand, and you'll find your head will slowly rotate just that little bit more. Again, finding that end point of your range of motion. Once you've found that, release your hand and slowly rotate your head back to center. Take your time, there is no rush here. We're putting pressure on the lymph nodes again and into the neck muscles as we come back up. So again, inviting the lymph drainage and inviting more fluid to come into the joints and the tissues while we add that gentle compression into the muscles. Back to center and do the same the other side. So again, that gentle rotation. Finding your end range of motion. And then adding the back of your hand. And releasing. Slowly allowing the head to come back up. Again, giving yourself permission to move slowly here. Feel that compression at the back of your neck and head. Releasing it at the top. Awesome. So just before we go into the rest of the back here, I'm just going to sit up so I can show you where they're going to be placed. So the first point, the balls are going to be placed at the top of the shoulders. And that will come into this trapezius muscles, beautiful muscles there. Second place will be on the outside edges into the lats here that come all the way down and across on either side. So here. The third place will be in the middle of your shoulder blade. And then down here and then down here. So that's where we're going to place them. So first point, top of the shoulders. And if you feel your head is you're not comfortable here, then you can perhaps place a blanket behind your head just to support it. So your neck is not extended. Okay. So now all you can do is either relax there or add movement. Again, choice is yours. So I like to move my arms in that sort of rotation, just to feel that compression at the back of my shoulders, top of my shoulders. And I can do it both ways. You can do anything that feels good for you. And you can do this for as long as you want. There's no time limit on this. This is like having a little bit of a massage, except you're doing it yourself. Obviously, because we can't go and see any therapists at the moment, this is perhaps a nice way of doing it yourself. But it's when we do get the therapies back in motion, then I would suggest doing this as well as, but just be careful not to overdo it. So the second point is outside, edge of the shoulder blades, outside edge of the shoulder blades. And again, with or without movement. So here your chest will be concave, it will be pushing inwards. So I like to open it out a little bit. And just work into the lats muscles here. And then we move those to the inside of our shoulder blades. Kind of rolling over, ensuring they're in right in the middle of the shoulder blade. And now your chest will be released out. And this is a beautiful stretch for the rib cage. And it is a gentle back bend as well. So again, any movements that feel good for you. Then the next part is down, that soft part, down between the ribs and the hips. Good job, good job. Oh, that's so nice. Thank you so much. You're going to sit down. Thank you. Okay. Thank you so much. So it's down in between the ribs and the hips. Oh. You can't see a thing now. I'm going to change around. Brilliant. Life of living with a dog. So again, soft up. And now, this will get to the kidneys, and it is a beautiful back bend and a beautiful release through the abdomen. Nice. Taking your time just to release there. And again, you can lift your hips up and down if you want, just to add that little bit of extra massage. And then draw them down where we started, into the other side of the sacrum, that fused part of your spine. And just roll your hips from side to side, working your way into all parts of the buttocks. Adding that compression. I love that she got up and bathed and sat right down in front of the camera. Fabulous. And take them out. Take a moment to roll onto your side and push yourself up. So we're going to finish off in a standing position, and we'll just do some foot release. So coming up in a way that's comfortable for you. But please do take your time, because if you follow part 1 and part 2, you've been on the floor quite a while. So you're going to allow your body just to stand up, hands and knees, and place one foot in front of the other, and then let the other one join them. Take a while just to pause there, and then slowly, slowly roll up all the way to standing. So, and I want to get my feet in so that you can see. You can't see the top of me, but you can see my feet, hopefully. If I come back a bit. Awesome. With the dog. So, just one ball. Place it in front of you and place your foot onto the ball. Have your heel so it's on the floor. If you can see that, I'm just going to move that camera a wee bit. You can see a little bit better. So place your ball of the foot on top and your heel on the floor. Bent legs and rock into it. Just forward and back. Easing and releasing all the way down here. Fabulous. And then from there, foot in front, still heel on the floor. You're going to rotate your foot both ways and let your hips rotate as well.
If you lose the ball, don't worry. Just get it back. So it's your ankle, knee, and hips, and your body. The whole thing is rotating. Do the same with the ball of the foot on the floor and heel, and push into it. Rocking forward and back. And then that rotation. Whoops. Heel either way. Foot on the floor. Heel, rotation. And again, only going as far as your body allows. Heel on the floor. Fabulous. Then in the middle of the foot, allow that foot just to arch over the ball and press into it. And then random. Okay. Repeat on the other foot. So start off, heel on the floor and bend into it. That rotation. Same with the heel. And then random. Did both. Bring the ball of the foot onto it. Bend your knees, pull your belly in, gradually bring one foot on and then the other, and balance. And don't worry if you fall off, keep trying. So, thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that, and we'll be doing more different styles of videos in the next week. So join us. We're not always streaming live, just through home circumstances. We're both carers, full-time carers as well for family members, so it's not always possible, but we will be doing videos all the time, and each day during the week we'll release a new dance video as well for you. So enjoy the rest of your Easter weekend. Take care. Bye.